Welcome. My name is Sarah Willett. I'm a certified yoga teacher and a Sui Reiki master. And this is my friend Leslie. And we are going to provide for you today a yoga short in the Vinyasa tradition. So we'll warm up, we'll link breath with movement as we do, and we'll of course cool down and have Shavasana. We are coming to you from Stockbridge, Wisconsin on beautiful Lake Winnebago. And so let's begin this beautiful outdoor class today. So start in cross-legged easy seat in Sukhasana. So when we sit on a block and take it in supported position, we're able to allow the hip flexors to relax. So when we do that, we're getting a better stretch, and it's easier to sit up tall. So let's do that now. Sit up nice and tall, root into the sits bones, grow tall through the spine, and as you do, bring the shoulders up. Just allow that to follow, and then roll them back, placing the scapula down the spine. And so naturally, the front of the arms will open, and the palms will open, and just rest them comfortably on your lap. Close the eyes. And really take this time to absorb nature, to really feel connected. Because when we are in our cars, in our homes, we're in our office buildings, we are very disconnected from nature, and we are a part of it, right? We are also an animal, and we also are influenced by the weather. Today we're experiencing a beautiful August day. So maybe in your mind go there to just a beautiful warm day by the lake. Allow the breeze, the sound of the water, the waves to just sort of wash over you and wash away anything that you brought into class today that doesn't serve your highest and best good. Just feel it peeling and melting away with every breeze, and with every breath. And we start our practice today with a very simple yoga breath, Samavriti, equal parts breath. So start by breathing into the count of 5 or 6, pausing at the top, feeling the stillness, and then breathing out to the count of 5 or 6. And as you breathe, think of filling up, maybe allowing the belly to expand and come forward, and then as you exhale, draw the navel to spine and expel all that stale air. So the breath is really the lifeblood of our yoga practice. We could sit here and breathe for the entire time and still be doing yoga. That's really where we begin. It's where we set the stage for a mindful practice. So take a few more nice, big breath cycles, using your equal parts breath. And now from here, we'll take seated cat-cow. So with palms face down, just simply arch your back, press it toward the back of your mat, and look in at your navel. And then on an inhale, open up, open the chest, pull the shoulders back, scapula together, and let the front of the spine come forward. And then on that exhale, draw it back, look in, pull the abs in. And then on the exhale, bring that stomach forward and the shoulders back. And continue a few more on your own breath. So here we lubricate the spinal joints. We prepare our spine for our practice, moving the synovial fluid between the joints that really doesn't move unless we move. How often do we move our spine in this manner? Not very often. So come to a neutral spine. From here, remove the block, place it in the upper right-hand corner, and come to a tabletop position. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll start with what some call a spinal balance. It's also called bird dog, and it's just another way to practice balance on your mat, but here on your knees. So inhale, bring the right hand forward. The palm faces towards the left. And now extend the left leg back, nice and straight till you feel the glute engage. Lift the toes off the mat and balance. There you go. Pull the abs in for support. Lengthen through the crown, gazes down on the mat to protect the spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, palm and knee down on the mat. And we'll do the other side. So extend the left hand toward the front of the space. And now extend the right leg. Flex the toes toward the forehead, lift them off the mat, yes. That's good. So the leg only needs to come hip level, the glute engages, and you're there. And now plant the knee and palm down on the mat. From here, we'll head to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. So tuck the toes, lift the knees, and then fully lift the hips. That's it, into downward facing dog. So hips lift, head follows, crown of the head drops, but yet keeping the ears along the biceps. Pressing the mat away from you. Fingers are comfortably wide, but not so much that there's burning. Heels sink toward the mat, but never have to get there. So as you go through this practice today, you see the example, you hear my voice and hear my cues, but allow your intuition to guide you as to how you present yourself in the poses today. So we pause and we breathe here for a few breath cycles, again, in and out of the nose. Wherever you're at, take a breath in here. On an exhale, look to the hands, step up for ragdoll. So generous bend in the knees. Crown of the head drops toward the mat. Upper body relaxes and comes forward so that the weight comes forward in the ball mounts of the toes. Abs draw in to protect the low back. Gaze toward the knees. Great. And then once again, just pausing and experiencing, right? That is a lot of our yoga practice. It's just experiencing the sensations, good and bad. Give the head a little shake no, a little shake yes, release for the cervical spine. And now on an inhale, bend generously at the knees, rise up to Tadasana, arms sweep overhead, and hands come to right side. The breath in, sweep up again, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold to Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift, pause here. So here in halfway lift, we work on the hamstring, slight bend to the knee, gazes down, pausing and stretching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, as generous of a bend to the knees as you need. Exhale, forward fold, dive through the midline of the body. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So these are called half sunays. Inhale, rise. They're great when you maybe need a little break from the push-up. Exhale, palms together, dive forward, midline of the body. Good. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, find plank, hold here. So when we hold, we build strength, right? Rather than just rushing to get through it, we pause and breathe. Take a breath in. Exhale, elbows hinge toward the back of the room, elbows hug into the ribs as we slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Tops of the feet flip, pressing through, palms, raise chin and chest, or a gentle cobra, pausing here. Exhale, lower to release. Inhale, lift chin and chest for cobra. Exhale and release. Inhale, lift chin and chest for cobra. Maybe press into the tops of the feet as well. Kneecaps may lift. Exhale, lower down. On the next inhale, press back to a tabletop position. On hands and knees, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let it go. One more in. On the exhale, look to the hands, step up. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, find plank. Take a breath in and lower to the mat. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Let it go. One more in. On the exhale, look to the hands, step up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, find plank, take a breath in, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Couple of nice long breath cycles here. Take another breath in. On the exhale, look to the hands, step up. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. So hips sink back, weight is in the heels so the toes lift. And traditionally, fingers reach forward or hands at heart center, yogi's choice. In either case, think of softening the shoulders. And then tip the hips about a couple degrees forward, just enough to feel the low belly grab. Yeah, and take a little extra sway out of the back. Good. And so we can stay here as long as we like, building strength. And our mind often wants to get out of it sooner than our body really needs to. So we sit with that feeling for a little bit in chair pose. And maybe go just a little further than we think we can. Take a breath in here. On the exhale, bow forward to release. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back for plank. Take a breath in and lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, pausing and breathing. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, step forward, rise. Virabhadrasana 1. So warrior 1. Fingers reach, biceps along the ears. We once again get that stretch in that front left hip flexor. Toes are pointed to the left corner of your mat. And heel can be up. Sometimes the way our ankles are put together, our heel needs to be a little lifted in warrior 1. Otherwise, traditionally, heel sealed down. 4 corners of each foot, good contact with the mat. Front knee stacks over the ankle or is a little bit behind. And then our shoulders relax down. So the shoulders, we carry so much tension there. And pause here for a good 5 full breath cycles as a minimum. So from here, we're headed to warrior 2. So simply move the trunk of your body toward the left front edge of the mat, drop the arms to a T, back toes move out and point toward the left. We gaze forward, either off the fingertips or something stationary in the landscape, just allowing for soft arms, soft gaze, softening of the mind. Using the breath as a tool in and out of the nose as your anchor, as a way to keep your mind here. Take a breath in. As you do, flip the front palm, reach forward, and now tip back, reverse warrior. So in reverse warrior, Hand can guide down the thigh. Top fingers reach toward the back of the space. Gaze up or down, or where it's really comfortable for the neck. Many of us have history in the neck and the shoulders, so feel it out from here. And then bring the shoulders just a little bit forward and the hips just a little back. Yes, and see if you notice a difference in the low back. Good, Leslie. Take a breath in. On the exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Step the front foot back. Breath in again and lower to the belly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knees, step forward, rise. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. So honoring the difference in the sides of the body. Setting it up so that we feel that we are exerting some effort, but that there's also some ease to it. That we could hold this for a bit, right? When it gets hard, maybe focusing on the breath, focusing on a stationary object, or just noticing the sensations in the body, and then just allowing that to pass through. Relaxing the shoulders. Take a breath in. On the exhale, bring the trunk of the body to the right corner. Drop the arms. Widen the stance. Warrior two. So stance may widen, it may not. Lift the inside of the ankle and glue the knife edge of the foot down to the mat. Work the front knee toward the pinky toe to open up the inside of the hip joint. Look back at the arm behind you and notice if it's fallen, and if so, raise it up. It may even only be a little bit, but it's just, again, being aware of where your body is in the space, right? And then settling in. Maybe bringing attention to ambient noise. Hopefully you can hear the sounds of the waves, a little bit of the wind on this beautiful day. Sometimes thunder too. And on an inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, tip it back, reverse warrior. So right hand glides down the thigh, or right forearm comes to the low back. Press the hips into that forearm and bring the shoulders a little forward. So just another way to square up, to try something a little different, but to feel centered. To have some sort of centering, grounding feeling in all of your poses, really. Take a breath in. On the exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Step the front foot back. Find plank and lower to your belly. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. So that's our sun bee or Surya Namaskar bee. And we'll flow a couple of those, one breath, one movement. Take a breath in. On the exhale, look to the hands, step up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, sit into chair. Take a breath in here. Exhale, bow forward to release. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, find plank. Take a breath in and lower to the belly. Inhale for gentle cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knees, step forward, rise. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale and reverse. Exhale and release. Plant the palms, step the front foot back, breath in and lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knees, step forward, rise to one. Exhale, open to two. Inhale and reverse. Exhale and release. Plant the palms, step the front foot back, breath in, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Finish your exhale wherever you're at. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, look to the hands, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit into chair. Take a breath in here. Exhale, bow forward to release. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, breath in and lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knees, step forward, rise to 1. Exhale, open to 2. Inhale, tip it back. Exhale and release. Plant the palms, step the front foot back, breath in and lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knees, step forward, rise to 1. Exhale, open to 2. Inhale and reverse. Exhale and release. Plant the palms, step the front foot back, breath in and lower down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we stay in Adho Mukha Shavasana or down dog, which is also a resting pose, or we can take a child's pose or whatever we need to do at this time for just a few minutes to sort of gather ourselves and start the shift into our cool down. So Leslie, when you're ready, walk your feet up to meet your hands and come to lying down on your mat. So lying down as you do, taking your time to get there. And then when you do, allowing for time for a nice full body stretch. So arms overhead, toes pointed or toes flexed toward the forehead. And then after you've had your full body stretch, we will do a little bit of ab work. So bend the knees, bring the arms alongside the body, and we'll set up for eagle crunches. So cross the right knee over the left, bring your arms out to a T, and cross the right elbow, sorry Leslie, under your left elbow, eagle up. So these crunches are very effective because they work the low abs and then also rectus abdominis right in the front, that big flat ab muscle. So on an inhale, you open up and work the knees and the elbows away from each other. And then on the exhale, you crunch in. And maybe do about 20 of these, 25 of these. If we put attention on our abs, we do them slowly and with purpose, we really will get a much better result. Inhaling as you open, exhaling as you crunch, drawing those abs in. We use our abs throughout our yoga practice, but we often throw some in as well just to give a little more attention to the core, which also includes our low back, by the way. We'll get to that. So never using inertia to help you crunch, but rather using your ab muscles to really get you there. When you're done, uncross, recross the other way, and crunch from here. Utilizing the same principles. On the inhale, opening up, and on the exhale, contracting. So I often think of it this way: when I inhale and open up, I think of bringing in good things, bringing in things I need, things I want, things that are good for me, and then on the exhale, letting go of things that aren't good for me. Negativity, difficult situations, ruminating thoughts, just letting all of that go. And so that, even as we're doing something active here, can be part of your yoga practice and part of your meditation. Whenever you hit that 20 number or whatever your number is, just uncross and send a little breath to the belly, allowing that to soften. And we'll set up for bridge pose. And bridge is a great low back workout for our core because our core does involve our low back. So bring the feet hip width distance, the heels close to the sits bones to where you can feel them with your middle finger. So just see if you can come close or touch the heel in that manner. And then with palms face up, starting with the tailbone and slowly lifting up vertebrae by vertebrae until you feel the full load come into the shoulders. And then stay here. Or you can interlace fingers underneath, press the fist into the mat, lifting a little bit higher, and then squeeze the thighs together. Yes, you don't even need a block for this. Just put your attention on it and squeeze. Keep the chin in a neutral position because there is a load on your cervical spine. Even close the eyes. Now releasing the fingers, slowly lowering down. We'll do one more. And this can be your choice. You can do it as we did here, or even utilize a block on that low flat part of your back is excellent. So on your next inhale, Leslie, starting with the tailbone, slowly working up. Finding the bridge that feels right to you. Yes, good. Now really lengthen through the tailbone toward that front edge of your mat. To activate even further, act as if you could drag your feet backwards. Release the bind. And then as if you could lay down one vertebrae at a time, do so as you come down into Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet come together, knees flop open. And then let's bring, it's warm today, so let's bring our hands overhead in a nice diamond pattern, really opening up the chest, taking some nice big breaths here. Releasing that low back. Supta Baddha Konasana is also great for opening the inside hip joint. Now bring the knees together. For a hip opener today, we will do half pigeon or figure four on our backs. So, take the right ankle and cross it over the left knee. And then press that right knee away from you. Feel the stretch. Stay here. Or thread the needle. Reach, grab the left thigh, pull that knee toward you, flex the toes toward you. And then maybe a little rolling side to side until you find that sweet spot, until you find where the stretch is needed the most. Your body will tell you, and then maybe pause there. So it might not be with the back flat on the mat. You might be off to one side a little bit, holding this pose. Allow the shoulders to relax. Let the breath be easy. And then just allow. It's really just an allowing to let go. To be willing to do that. Now lower the left foot down to the mat. Uncross, recross the other side. Press that left knee away. And stay here or thread the needle. Side, pulling the knee forward. And then incorporating any movement side to side. Finding that little sweet spot and pausing there, wherever that is. And really just enjoying the stretch. It's so easy to do that here in August on a beautiful day. storm is coming in, we're listening to the thunder, we're practicing yoga, life is good. So even if you're listening or watching this class in January, you can maybe go there in your mind. Close your eyes. Pretend. Now lower that right foot down, uncross. We'll take a simple supine twist here, so arms out to a T. Send the knees to the right and the gaze to the left. You can keep your feet on the mat if you'd like as you twist for low back support or lift them. Now come to center and twist the other way. Center. Press into the soles of the feet to lift the hips, bring the arms alongside. Lift the hips into a mini bridge just to reset. And we're headed to everyone's favorite pose, perhaps, Shavasana. So taking Shavasana however you like, typically on our backs, but it can be any way that makes you feel more restful. So allow the feet to flop open. Maybe clench the knees a few times and relax. Know if there's any residual tension, just scanning up the body, rolling the wrists, moving the fingers, maybe rolling the elbows and the shoulders, and then allowing the shoulders to just be heavy. And loosening the jaw, peeling the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Take the back of the head, press it into the mat, and then release it. Your final resting pose, Shavasana. body, rolling wrists and ankles, and allowing that movement to grow. And as we do, we bend the knees and roll to the right side body, pausing here in fetal pose, just taking a few minutes to feel thankful for taking this time out of our day to practice a little yoga. And when ready, pressing up to a cross-legged seated position, eyes are closed, and hands and prayer hands, Anjali Mudra, heart center. Divine and precious light of me, on this divine and precious light of me, Leslie, and to all of you watching. Namaste.